Hi everyone, Ben here from PaxPower Performance Trucks in Houston, Texas. And a week ago or so, we brought you our 2024 F-150 single cab that's going to be a long-term build for the shop. And what we talked about in that first video were things that we immediately wanted to improve about this truck. Visually, it had chrome bumpers and looked just so ordinary with its puny silver 17-inch wheels and small street tires. We talked about the suspension and how that left a lot to be desired. It rode like a dump truck. The spring rates were all wrong for a truck of this size, both on and off-road, just terrible ride. This stance, I think I measured the rear being 5 inches taller than the front, and it just had a really bad stance, things like that. And those are going to be issues that anyone buying a 2024 F-150 are probably going to want to address when they pick that truck up from the dealer and it's not quite checking all the boxes they wanted to. So know that while this is video and this package is focused around the single cab, you can apply this package and this build that we have behind us to any F-150, regardless of trim, regardless of cab length, four-wheel drive, whatever. If you've got a new F-150 and you want something like this as a finished product, we can help you out at PaxPower. And we've got a name for this new package. We're going to be calling it the Alpha Sport. Typically an Alpha at PaxPower rides on Raptor suspension, but we wanted this to be a bit more of an intro package, so we've got something a little bit less than that, but still really awesome. And so a name to go with it. This is the Alpha Sport. So hang out on this video. We'll go through some of the changes we've made and why we made them, and maybe decide for yourself if this is a truck and build that's for you. If you've been following PaxPower and our builds, one thing that you should know about us is that we are all about suspension and quality suspension components. We think that suspension, wheels, tires are the most important part of any off-road build. So even though this is an entry-level package, suspension, wheels, and tires is not a place that we're going to cut a corner. We've upgraded the factory OEM shocks with 2.0-inch units from Fox Factory, both front and rear. In the front, it's a complete replacement coilover with a threaded body. That gives us a much better spring rate than came on this stock. Also, with that threaded body, allows us to set the height wherever we want and get the stance really dialed in. And we've paired that front coilover with an upper control arm that's forged, has an upgraded ball joint. That gives us, allows us to get more wheel travel. Also gonna have a lot longer life on that ball joint at our new lifted height. And as we come to the rear, like I said, we did the 2.0 shocks from Fox that are really gonna help the on and off-road ride, give us much better performance and dampening. But we've also paired those out back with OEM Gen 2 Raptor leaf springs. And that's an important addition to this truck and does a few things for us. Once, they have a progressive rate that is much better suited to this weight truck and this single cab truck. Also, it's a long travel progressive rate leaf spring that's capable of 12 inches of travel. And so that's gonna work really good off-road. And with both of those, the better spring rate, the progressive, that's gonna give us an awesome ride on-road, which is where most of these trucks spend their time and something that a lot of people are gonna enjoy and appreciate. And then to finish things off, we go with our tried and true setup. 17-inch wheels from Method Race Wheels. This is the 305 design and the double black finish. And then we pair those with 35-inch BFG KO2 all-terrain tires that really give an awesome stance and a ton of ground clearance. The next thing we addressed with this Alpha Sport package was the visuals of the truck. From Ford, the single cab isn't available with color-matched bumpers, and with a lot of F-150 trims, they're really pushing out chrome bumpers, and we know people don't really want that. So the first thing that we did was powder coat the front and rear bumpers in satin black. We got a finish that really ties in good with the grille, the wheels, and really connects the elements on this truck visually. We also removed the huge diffuser that comes stock on these that's just for gas mileage and really cuts down on your entrance angle and gets hung up on a lot of things off-road if you do take it there. And then the final visual thing that we did coming back to the side of these are these fender flares that we added. They give us about another inch or two of coverage for any rocks that get thrown up by the larger wheels and tires. But we also think that they really visually enhance the truck, make it look different from all the other F-150s that are being sold on a daily basis. The final thing we did with this Alpha Sport package is address performance. And while some of you may want to add a supercharger to this build, and we will be adding a supercharger shortly to this build, exhaust is one of the main upgrades that people do when they buy a truck and make it want to sound different and be what they want to. On this, we have the Borla S-Type dual exhaust system with dual tips. We love this system. It's the right balance of not too loud, not too quiet. It fits amazing. And one thing that's really cool is that it clears a 35-inch full-size spare, which is something we do with all PaxPower builds, and we love that this exhaust system works so well with that. If after watching this video you think a build like this might be for you, the thing to do right now is give us a call. We're working on adding these new 2024 packages and single cab to our website, but right now if you're interested, just give us a call and we'd love to give you more information and pricing. Also, we have dealerships that can order 2024s exactly to your spec. We've got local dealerships with discounted trucks. We can take care of the financing with the truck purchase. So whatever your situation is, and if you think this build might be for you, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.